Good morning, class. How are you doing? I think you are so fine. So I'm called Vedastin Ansala. I'm a teacher of computer science. I'm going to help you to understand unit called complex data structure in algorithm. So this is the lesson of Senior 5 MCE or MPC. On this unit we cover only two-dimensional array. About two-dimensional array we study only how to make a declaration and how to access element of an array. So what is an array? You have seen that an array is a variable that holds many elements with the same data type. So let me try to write it. Array, simply array. Let me change the size, no problem. Array is a variable, variable name that store. It does what? It is store many elements with the same data type. Is a variable name that is store many elements with the same data type. Full stop. On this unit we study data structure. Data structure is a format of how data is being stored in any location. So in C++, data structure is a collection of different data items grouped together in a single variable. This is a data structure. Now what is a data structure? So this is overview. Let's talk about two-dimensional arrays in a simple 2D two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array sometimes is known as matrix. As you know, matrix is a representation or is represented of table of rows, represented as top table of rows and the column. So here there's no on 2D because you have rows and you have column. About declaration, about declaration, for this we write var. Remember we are in the algorithm. Var array name, put size 1, size 2, as the data type. Can you give an example? I can make a declaration of var name. This is a variable name or array name. Name 3 rows 4 column as integer. This is an example. Here var is a keyword used for making variable declaration. Array name refer to the name of an array. Size 1 refer to the number of rows. Size 2 refer to the number of column. Her type indicate the kind of data a variable can store. So here let me help you to bring if we say for num4, what is num3 4? What is it? What does it mean? Here I want to mean that variable num will store three flows and 4 column elements. Which is the meaning. The variable called the num will store flows and 4 column elements. Like this one. Let me help you to draw it using mathematics tools. Here you can do it like that one. Simple one. How many? 3 rows. This number 1 row. 4 1 2 and 3. 1 2 3 4. So this is the meaning for this one. So number 2, we say accessing an array element. Accessing array elements. How to access it? To access array element, we use to access array element, we use index. We use index to access array element. So it's very important. Sometimes we use I and j. It can be used for index, it can access rows element, j for access the column element. So for this one, simply you can simplify it by doing like that one. For this element here, you can put element as because it is store numbers. Let me 3 so 4 8 10 okay 2 the 1 minus 1 can say 0. Remember, those are the elements of an array. This one I can put 7. This is an example of a matrix that can be stored. Here I can put element minus 4. Here I can put 9. Here I can put 1. and here we can put 2. This is an example of a matrix. This matrix can be stored electronically in the computer system using an array. So to make addition of 2 matrices, it can be an example of 2D, 2-dimensional array. And then for this one, how can I access it? So to access it, another element, we use I and j as index. Let me give you an example to store the above element. For example, write an algorithm that accepts any 3 laws and 4 column elements and display it on the screen, for example. For this algorithm, to write it, first we begin by start variable declaration var num. We store accept the 3 rows, 4 column as the integer. We make a declaration of at var index I j as integer, and then it is in small letter. Then use start. We start right. This helps us to show the message. The message enter the element of an array. This is the message. Then for I assign, we use assignment operator. For this one, I can cut it here, but for you, remember to use see what you call assignment operators. So for I assign, we begin from 0 to, remember index, if we have 3 rows, index that always from 0 to 3 minus 1 to 2. Do for number 2, next loop for j j0 to 3. I'm going to accept those elements by accepting using read num I j. Remember, I it is in small letter, not in capital letter. I j. What you do, you can say next row, you fill the after next row, you are filling like the column put end for, you close those for, end for. This is, you are typing it from the keyboard, so you want to display out from the screen. To display it, you put the message for, again, I use this sign as the assignment operator. That from 0 to 2, do the next loop for j, j 0 to 3, do. So for this one, display, we're using write. Write now I j. Do you understand this? And then after saying next row, next column. Sorry, for this one we begin with next j, not row. These are j. The next ji. These are next. You fill the column and then you fill the next row for that one. So finally close and for and for, and then you put end for start. This end for, it is for start, the other ones for thank you.